Hey everyone, it's Taronda with Blessed Travel. Welcome back to our channel. It's day 3 of our first Virgin Voyage cruise. And before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you more great content. Your support means the world to us, and we seriously couldn't do this without you. Also, if you would like to know how we save thousands of dollars each year on cruises, hotel stays, resorts, vacation packages, and more, just click on the link in the description below and we'll share everything. With that being said, let's get to the video. It's day 3 of our amazing Virgin Voyage cruise, and today we're stopping at Taino Bay Cruise Port in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Before we get into all the fun, here's something really cool about Puerto Plata. The city actually uses wind power to help generate electricity. There are big windmills called wind turbines that you'll see as the ship is docking that turn wind into energy. It's an eco-friendly way to power the city and help keep this beautiful island green and clean. So we'll be in Puerto Plata from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it's going to be a fun-filled day. We're starting with an exciting excursion called Zipline Over the Ocean. We booked this excursion right through the cruise line's app using the Short Things feature. The morning of the excursion, Virgin Voyage has a table where cruisers who booked excursions will check in and receive a number card that represents the excursion you booked. As everyone huddles in the theater, they will begin calling the numbers and telling you where to go once you arrive to Taino Bay Village. So pack your patience as you navigate down the stairs with lots of people to disembark. I also highly recommend that anytime you cruise, you book your excursions through the cruise ship. It's safer and easier. The best part, if anything runs late, the ship will wait for you. That may not be the case if you book independently. You see these little buggy cars? They will transport you for free to the Taino Bay Village if you don't want to walk to the cruise port. Now the fun doesn't stop there. Tonight is Scarlet Night on board, and it's one of the most iconic nights of the cruise. It's a colorful party throughout the ship where everyone wears red, and it's one of the most exciting nights on the cruise. So when you arrive to the courtyard, you'll see all of the excursion reps holding signs up with numbers. You'll find the rep with the number that coincides with the card you received on the ship, and you'll proceed to your excursion group. When they are ready to go, they will lead you through the beautiful shopping village to your excursion transportation. So here we are standing in line with the other cruises that are on our excursion, and we're waiting for them to take us to our transportation. So here we are following our guide to get to our transportation that will lead us to our excursion. Here we are walking through the beautiful shopping village. And we've now arrived to our transportation, which are safari-style trucks, and the excursion company was the Chuka Ocean Outpost Company, which was a great company, by the way. Our excursion rep was Jeffrey, also known as Wi-Fi, which was his preferred name. So as we headed to the excursion, Wi-Fi was very funny and informative as we drove through town to get to the excursion. He explained that we would see a lot of locals driving motorcycles because gas is cheaper having a motorcycle versus a car. And we actually saw a family, a mom, dad, and child all on one motorcycle. Like, wow. It's always very enlightening to see the culture of another country when you travel. So Virgin Voyage app stated that the drive from the port to the excursion was about 60 minutes. The drive was closer to an hour and a half, so that did cut into some of the excursion time. Also during the ride for this excursion, the drive ventures off of the main road, eventually to a little bumpy dirt road. And here's another tip. If you are sensitive to dust, you may want to bring a bandana to put over your nose and mouth while riding, especially if you're going to sit in the front of the truck. It didn't really bother me and my husband. We sat in the second seat from the front, but I could tell it bothered the people directly in front of the truck. As we're heading to the outpost, we passed the beach for the locals, and they were having a great time hanging out, cooking, and relaxing. It was the weekend, and Wi-Fi stated that this is where everyone comes and hangs out on the weekends. Now, before we finally arrived to the outpost, the truck stopped so we could take in the gorgeous view of the ocean and capture some great pictures. Look how beautiful that ocean is. We're finally here at the outpost. When we arrived, Wi-Fi explained the time we should meet him back at the truck to go back to the ship and where to start our excursions. So this is the entrance to the souvenir shop, the beach area, and where we will be having lunch later. We're now getting ready to zip line over the ocean, and we have our equipment on and everything is secure. The young men handling this excursion made it very fun and made you feel really safe. They showed the group an example of how we will be hooked to the line, how to sit, etc., so that everyone would have a fun time. They really stressed safety over and over again, and that made me feel really good because I was scared half to death, as this was my first time ziplining. The outpost offers a camera to hook to your hat to capture your ziplining experience. To receive the online link and code to view your video right away, you can pay $25 per camera at the outpost, or you can wait until later and get the code online for $30 per camera to view. They do not allow GoPro cameras or cell phones, and you have to use their camera. They also have photographers taking pictures of the experience, but you have to buy the pictures before you leave. So make sure you have cash or card. They do not offer the pictures online, and from our experience, they do not negotiate pricing. You either get one picture or all pictures for a set price. Here's a glimpse of our experience. Here I go. So they start you off with two smaller lines, and you actually have one of the guys who will be at each post that will catch you as you're ziplining to the next post. Ooh, we did it, y'all. Oh wait, we have a whole nother line to go across. There's my hubby with the camera on his hat. This is the actual long line that goes across the ocean. Here's the view from my husband's camera. Now, once you cross the over the ocean line, then you do have to go back down towards the beach area. We made it, y'all. I had to do a little dance to the music that was playing, but I love the experience. I would definitely do it again. We had a lot of fun. It was very breezy as we were going across the different lines. It felt really good that day. So it was a really great excursion. After the excursion, they provided us with lunch, which was included in the excursion fee. The views under the covered pavilion were beautiful with a nice island breeze coming through, and the food was buffet style. Look at that gorgeous island view. So they served chicken, fish, spaghetti, macaroni salad, garden salad, rice and beans, fruit, water, and punch. It's not your traditional Dominican cuisine, but it was a good lunch for the most part, and the fruit was just right. It was very delicious. Once we finished eating, we headed to enjoy the beach for the last 30 minutes. They had a beach bar where drinks are an additional fee. However, they do have chairs and umbrellas and non-motorized sports that are included in your excursion fee. We're finally at the beach. The water was beautiful and crystal clear, and it felt really good. We really enjoyed this excursion and would definitely recommend it. Like I mentioned before, the drive took up a lot of the time that we could have spent at the beach, so we felt a little rushed at the end and really didn't get to spend as much time as we would have liked to have had at the beach, but we really had a great time. Oh, I forgot to mention, as we were zip lining, you do have to have closed-toed shoes and you have to have at least some shorts that come to your knees in order to zip line. They also have lockers at the outpost that you do have to pay for a key to lock up your things while you're zip lining or doing ATV excursions. Look how clear that water is. It was just gorgeous. So the excursion that we're doing, again, is called Zip Line Over the Ocean. It is approximately $90 per person. So it does include zip lining, lunch, and then the beach area, as well as your transportation to and from the cruise port. After enjoying a nice day in the sun and on the beach, we packed up and headed back to meet Wi-Fi at the truck to ride back to the port. Now, let's talk about Taino Bay. This port is pretty new. It just opened in December 2021, and it's beautiful as well and has a lot to offer for cruisers that do not want to purchase an excursion. When you get off the ship, you'll find a cool village area that shows the island's culture and history. They have Monkey Island, where you can see cute little monkeys. You'll have various shops and restaurants with local food, drinks, and souvenirs. They have a lazy river to float in, surrounded by sandy beach areas with a few hammocks for relaxing. They have a big pool with a swim-up bar. And then they also have the surf rider and plenty of areas to lounge and take photos of the docked ship. And did I mention that this area is free to experience? This port is really gorgeous as well. All the palm trees, having the beach area, having the pool area. They had a couple of spots you could take some really nice pictures, and it was very clean. Now we're heading back to the ship to watch us sail away from Puerto Plata. There's little buggies again. They'll come pick you up and shuttle you back to the ship if you don't want to walk. And we had a wonderful day in Puerto Plata. And now we are going to get a little rest, freshen up for dinner tonight, and enjoy the onboard festivities of Scarlet Night. So tonight, our dinner reservations were at Pink Agave, Virgin Voyages upscale modern Mexican restaurant. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. This restaurant is like a hidden gem on the ship, tucked away until you stumble upon its signature glowing tunnel entrance. Once you step inside, you're wrapped in a sleek, sultry atmosphere. Think low lighting, deep moody tones, and an intimate modern design that feels more like a high-end city lounge than a restaurant at sea. Here's a glimpse of the menu. The menu is very colorful and it delivers elevated Mexican cuisine that goes way beyond your standard tacos. We started with a small plate of grilled corn with spicy aioli and lime. This was so delicious. You definitely need to try this as a starter. And for our medium plates, we had the roasted chicken enchilada, which was also good, but it wasn't my favorite since I don't like corn tortillas. And my husband had the seared shrimp, and they were tasty as well. So for the large plates, my husband had the grilled striped bass and russet potatoes, and I had the ribeye steak with cheese and some type of sauce with russet potatoes. All of these dishes hit the spot. Now we're ready for dessert. I had the chocolate tacos. Guys, this was the best dessert on board. Chocolate heaven. My husband ended with the bread pudding with rum raisins and vanilla ice cream. After dinner, we explored the ship to see what all was taking place during Scarlet Night. The entire ship's ambiance turns red, and you have little parties taking place in different areas of the ship. So our first stop, you have people who are watching a singer perform. Then we headed upstairs to the coffee bar where they were having a really good DJ and the Happenings crew who was handing out free bubbly if you came up to dance. And of course, I wasn't going to miss out on all the fun. There were other performances going on around the ship. However, of course, the most popular areas were where the DJs were, and everybody was just having a great time. Here in the lobby area, they were having a drinking game. But the real party came back to the coffee bar where the DJ was playing some really good music. And we were just having a good time, dancing, line dancing, and just enjoying each other as cruisers. Last, we headed to the pool deck party. The bar was open, another DJ had the music flowing, and the Virgin Voyage dancers and Happenings crew was giving us a little show and just getting everyone involved. Scarlet Night on Virgin Voyages is not your average cruise party. It's bold, it's electric, and it's one of the most unforgettable nights at sea. The hostess even showed up to be a part of the party and gave us a nice, good song. And just when you think it's winding down, boom, the pool turns into a dance floor and the real party begins. Now the real party animals at this point can't be contained as they jump in the pool fully clothed. It was actually hilarious. I love to people watch. This party went all night long. They're just really having a good time. They do have a couple of Virgin Voyages crew members that you can kind of, if you people watch, you kind of look down, you'll see a couple of people standing around the pool just to make sure people don't get too crazy and start doing, crazy things, in the pool, or maybe dropping things in the pool. Scarlet Night isn't just any event. It's a vibe. It's a one-of-a-kind party. And if you're cruising with Virgin Voyages, trust me, you don't want to miss this party. We had a lot of fun during Scarlet Night, and now we're headed to get a couple of pizzas and head back to the room. So that concludes day 3 of our first Virgin Voyage cruise. We have a sea day tomorrow. Please be on the lookout for our next video. Thanks so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We truly appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of our journey. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.